Goedenavond, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Okay, this is a bit of a rant, okay? Just a little bit of a rant. And it's about what is happening in South Africa. You have a country which is run by the ANC political party, which is completely corrupt. Completely corrupt. They're all on the take, from the president of South Africa all the way down to the minor bureaucrats in different areas like state-owned enterprises. And as a result, of course, all of these state-owned enterprises that used to be doing exceptionally well pre-1994 are now completely bankrupt. And we have China moving in. But politics is a strange bird. And yes, we know that ANC are corrupt. They're on the take. They're trying to strip everything out of the country, not for the benefit of the greater black population, but for the greater good financially of the very top echelons of the ANC. That's what the ANC are all about. It's a mafia organization. Then let's have a look at the EFF. The EFF are just delusional. They're run by Julius Malema. Oh, excuse my dog. Excuse Bonsai's having his seniors moment. The EFF are totally delusional. You know, they just say everything for free. Everything for free. You know, have what you like. Julius Malema is basically an ANC sidekick, but he's kind of more extreme on the left. He's more of a commie. And then we get down to the minor parties. Now, the Freedom Front Plus is one of the bright stars in an otherwise dark sky. The Freedom Front Plus is like one of the bright stars in an otherwise dark night sky. They are for the old values which actually were the foundation of what made South Africa once great. So I'm very much an advocate for the Freedom Front Plus. And I'm hoping in a couple of weeks' time to be talking to one of their parliamentarians on the live stream. So that's in the future a bit. And there's one other party that I'm going to talk about. And that is the Black First, Land First party, which is basically a bunch of goons running around, totally out of control, no respect for the law. And I have to admit, the ANC have no respect for the law either. Well, perhaps I should put that slightly differently. If a senior ANC official like Ace Magashule is caught out stealing from the public purse, everybody looks the other way and pretends it doesn't happen. But let's have a look at the BLF. Now, several people have actually sent me this link, and here's a shout out to all of you guys. And I've been waiting to see if there were further developments for the last couple of days since this has come out, but they haven't really. So in summary, the Black First, Land First movement or political party, which is I don't think it's going to last. I think this Andile Nixitama, or whatever his name is, I think he's history. I really think that his party is so radical that they're not going to be able to pay their election fees, and they will be wound up. Anyway, let's hope that happens. But he is still spriting things which are very, very dangerous. And I'll tell you why. A document purportedly distributed by the Black First, Land First movement warning of their intention to invade wine farms in the Western Cape has spread fear amongst farmers, so much so that Diarrhea Winery has sought an urgent interdict against the organization. However, BLF President Andile Nixitama said not even a court interdict could deter them from taking farms and warned they were planning massive land invasions, including the farms in the winelands. Now, just to be clear, this political party in last week's South African elections got less than 10,000 votes nationwide. Whereas you compare that to the ANC ruling party, which is the major party in South Africa, they got over 10 million votes. So you can see the BLF are like, they're not even dust on your glasses. They're just nothing. But what they do is they try and get media attention by saying extreme and radical things. And this is a perfect example of that. Judge Patrick Gamble granted the order on Thursday after BLF failed to contest it. You know why they failed to contest it? They've got no money. They're just a complete bunch of losers. It's like the bully in the school. The guy goes out there and he's punching everybody and he's trying to beat everybody up. That's what the BLF are about. They're just a bunch of windbags. They're just absolutely useless. In terms of the order, members of the BLF are prohibited and restricted from entering the property and restrained from erecting or attempting to erect any form of structure, be it of a temporary, permanent, or semi-permanent nature. The matter emanates from documents distributed indicating that occupations of farms in this area would take place last month. According to the founding affidavit from Johan van Volsthaven, director and manager of the farm, the property would have been allocated to BLF supporters and divided up into 400 units. In papers, van Volsthaven said a large-scale invasion would be utterly destructive of the business of the farm. He said, in the event that an informal settlement is established on the property, its farming operations are likely to be brought to a standstill, causing the incalculable financial and reputational damage to the farm. The consequences of the property will not only affect the farm, however, but specifically the employees on the farm, who would be largely non-radicalized blacks. In the event that the property is occupied, then not only will these employees and ex-employees lose the benefits that they have accrued over the years, they will also lose their homes. Van Volsthaven explained that the final straw was when he became aware of, on March the 31st, that several farm owners in the area had received similar notices and sought and obtained interdicts against the BLF. Reacting to the order granted to the Western Cape High Court, Nixitama said, "This is really silly, seeing white farmers go to court to protect themselves on farms." Well, last time I looked, Andile, you little friggin' arsehole, yeah, and you can pog my on, okay? You wouldn't know what that is, you just don't have an IQ. But, continuing with the article, when these white thieves took our lands, they didn't go to court or approach Parliament. They never stole your land. The Bantu populations were nowhere near the Western Cape. This guy's got a hole in his head. He's a Fruit Loop. He's a complete... He's a loser. You know that thing, L? That's what he is. He's a loser. Complete and utter loser. And the election last week proved that point. And he's a very sore loser. But anyway, he goes on to say, this is still Andile Nixitama, the president of the BLF. They only get nightmares when they hear about the BLF land grabbing. Not even a court interdict is going to stop us. We are planning mass land invasions and we are coming to the farms in the winelands. The Western Cape is our main target. Well, the last time I read, and again I'm just repeating this, is that there was a legal system in South Africa. But, you know, the whole structure of pre-1994 South Africa is in a huge state of decay. You have to look no further than what's happening in the municipalities. Water, sewage, electricity, they're all failing. It only took 25 years for the ANC government to totally stuff up the whole basis of civilization in South Africa. And now what you've got are black gangs, colored gangs, all shooting each other, shooting other people, stealing, carjacking, you know, you name it. The police are so ineffective. I put a video up earlier today, or last night, of another truck being looted at the Dunes. And the extraordinary thing is you can see two policemen in the video who are standing by watching the looters and doing nothing about it. That is the state of play in South Africa, and it's getting worse. It is quite extraordinary. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. I hope you're having a great day, and don't forget finally to ring the bell so you'll see a little black line on each side of it, which means you'll get all the updates that I put up. Take care.